Collier County Board of County Commissioners, Community Redevelopment Agency Board, Airport Authority, Meeting Agenda. Board of County Commission Chambers, Collier County Government Center, 3299 Tamiami Trail East, 3rd floor, Naples, Florida 34112. June 27, 2017 at 9 a.m. Commissioner Penny Taylor, District 4, BCC Chair. Commissioner Andy Solis, District 2, BCC Vice Chair. Commissioner Donna Fiala, District 1, CRAB Co-Chair. Commissioner Bert Saunders, District 3. Commissioner William L. McDaniel Jr., District 5, CRAB Co-Chair. Notice: all persons wishing to speak on agenda items must register prior to the presentation of the agenda item to be addressed. All registered speakers will receive up to 3 minutes unless the time is adjusted by the chairman. Requests to address the board on subjects which are not on this agenda must be submitted in writing with explanation to the county manager at least 13 days prior to the date of the meeting and will be heard under public petitions. Public petitions are limited to the presenter with a maximum time of 10 minutes. Any person who decides to appeal a decision of this board will need a record of the proceeding pertaining thereto, and therefore may need to ensure that a verbatim record of the proceedings is made, which record includes the testimony and evidence upon which the appeal is to be based. Collier County Ordinance Number 2003-53 is amended by Ordinance 2004-05 and 2007-24, requires that all lobbyists shall, before engaging in any lobbying activities, including but not limited to addressing the Board of County Commissioners, register with the clerk to the board at the Board Minutes and Records Department. If you are a person with a disability who needs any accommodation in order to participate in this proceeding, you are entitled at no cost to you the provision of certain assistance. Please contact the Collier County Facilities Management Division located at 3335 East Tamiami Trail, Suite 1, Naples, Florida 34112, or call 239-252-8380. Assisted listening devices are available at the Facilities Management Division. Lunch recess is scheduled for 12 noon to 1 p.m. Item 1. Invocation and Pledge of Allegiance. Item 1A, Reverend Beverly Duncan of Naples United Church of Christ. Item 2, Agenda and Minutes. 2A, Approval of today's regular, consent, and summary agenda as amended. Ex parte disclosure provided by commission members for consent agenda. 2B, May 23, 2017 BCC regular meeting minutes. Item 3, Awards and Recognitions. Item 4, Proclamations. Item 5, Presentations. Item 6, Public Petitions. Item 7, Public Comments on general topics not on the current or future agenda. Item 8, Board of Zoning Appeals. Item 9, Advertised Public Hearings. 9A, this item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve an ordinance amending ordinance number 2011-08, the Addie's Corner Mixed-Use Plan Unit Development to allow 250 multifamily dwelling units or group housing retirement uses in Tract C as shown on the master plan, and 75,000 square feet of gross floor area of commercial development and group housing/retirement community uses in Tract A as shown on the master plan, providing for amendment to the master plan by providing for revised development standards and by providing an effective date. The subject property consists of 23.33 plus or minus acres and is located in the northwest quadrant of the intersection of Immokalee Road and Collier Boulevard in Section 22, Township 48 South, Range 26 East. 9B. This item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve an ordinance amending ordinance number 04-41 as amended, the Collier County Land Development Code, which includes the comprehensive zoning regulations for the unincorporated area of Collier County, by amending the appropriate zoning atlas maps or maps, by changing the zoning classifications of herein described real property from planned unit development to residential planned unit development for a project known as the Triad RPUD to allow development of 44 single-family dwelling units. The subject property is located on the northeast corner of Palm Springs Boulevard and Radio Lane in Section 34, Township 49 South, Range 26 East, Collier County, Florida, consisting of 10.75 plus or minus acres, providing for appeal of ordinance number 05-11 as amended by ordinance number 05-23, the former Triad Planned Unit Development, and by providing an effective date. 9C. This item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve an amending ordinance number 04-41 as amended by the Collier County Land Development Code, which includes the comprehensive zoning regulations for the unincorporated area of Collier County, by amending the appropriate zoning atlas map or maps, by changing zoning classifications of the herein described real property from residential planned unit development RPUD to residential planned unit development, for a project known as the MAC RPUD to allow development of 44 single-family dwelling units. This subject property is located on the northwest corner of Palm Springs Boulevard and Radio Lane in Section 34, Township 49 South, Range 26 East, Collier County, Florida, consisting of 10.76 plus or minus acres, providing for the repeal of ordinance number 05-50, the former MAC residential planned unit development, and by providing for an effective date. 9D. This item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve amending ordinance number 04-41 as amended by the Collier County Land Development Code, which established the comprehensive zoning regulations for the unincorporated area of Collier County, by amending the appropriate zoning atlas map or maps, by changing the zoning classification of the herein described real property from an estate zoning district to a residential planned unit development zoning district, for the project to be known as the County Barn Road RPUD to allow construction of a maximum of 268 multifamily residential dwellings and 156 single-family residential dwellings, units, or any combination of the dwelling units types permitted in the PUD, not to exceed a trip capacity of 157 p.m. peak hour two-way trips. The subject property is located on the east side of County Barn Road, approximately 1/4 mile south of Davis Boulevard in Section 8, Township 50 South, Range 26 East, Collier County, Florida, consisting of 38.59 plus or minus acres, and providing an effective date. 9E. This item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve an ordinance amending ordinance number 2007-46 as amended in the Wolf Creek RPUD to approve an unsubstantial change to the PUD to add a preserve exhibit that revises the preserve configuration for parcels 3B and 9 only, and providing for an effective date. The subject property is located on the north side of Vanderbilt Beach Road, approximately 1/2 mile west of Collier County Boulevard, in Section 34, Township 48 South, Range 26 East, Collier County, Florida, consisting of 189 plus or minus acres. Item 10, Board of County Commissioners. Item 11, County Manager's Report. Item 11A, recommendation to confirm the appointment of Mr. Thaddeus Cohen to the position of Growth Management Department Head. 11B, recommendation to direct the county attorney to advertise an ordinance amending County Ordinance number 92-60 as amended to increase the tourist development tax by 1% and reallocate the funds generated by the TDT to increase funding for beach renourishment, repay the anticipated debt services on the proposed amateur sports complex, continue to fund county museum operations while limiting future museum TDT funding growth and minimally impacting the funds dedicated to promoting the destination. 11C. Recommendation to approve a resolution authorizing the county's participation in the Florida Local Governments Finance Commission's Commercial Paper Loan Program, the execution of a loan agreement with respect thereto, and the borrowing of amount of up to $60 million for development, acquisition, construction, and equipping of an amateur sports complex. 11D. Recommendation to 1. Accept the technical engineering feasibility report prepared by Stantec and the financial feasibility report prepared by the Public Resources Management Group as they relate to the acquisition of the Golden Gate system from the Florida Government Utility Authority, FGUA. 2. Authorize the county manager or his designee to initiate final due diligence processes and negotiate of the terms acquisition of the FGUA Golden Gate Utility pursuant to the interlocal agreement. And 3. Authorize the chair to execute a resolution notifying the FGUA of the director of the district's intent to pursue the process toward the acquisition of the Golden Gate Utility. 11E. Recommendation to award invitation to bid number 17-7125 to Marine Contracting Group Incorporated for the Cocohatchee River Park Marina renovations in the amount of $1,394,000 plus $5,000 for county permitting fees for a total of $1,399,000. 11F. Recommendation to designate county-owned properties that are suitable for development of housing that is affordable and direct staff to explore public-private partnerships on the designated parcels for future approval. 11G. This item requires that ex parte disclosure be provided by commission members. Should a hearing be held on this item, all participants are required to be sworn in. Recommendation to approve for recording the final plat of Sereno Grove application number PL201001884, approval of the standard form construction and maintenance agreement, and approval of the amount of the performance security. Item 12, County Attorney's Report. Item 13, Other Constitutional Officers. Item 14, Airport Authority and/or Community Redevelopment Agency. Item 15, Staff and Commission General Communications. Item 16, Consent Agenda. All matters listed under this item are considered to be routine and action will be taken by one motion without separate discussion of each item. If discussion is desired by a member of the board, that item or items will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. For more information on consent agenda items, call 252-8586. Item 17, Summary Agenda. This section is for advertised public hearings and must meet the following criteria. 1. A recommendation for approval from staff. 2. Unanimous recommendation for approval by the Collier County Planning Commission or other authorizing agencies of all members present and voting. 3. No written or oral objections to the item received by staff, the Planning Commission, or other authorizing agencies or the board prior to the commencement of the BCC meeting on which the items are scheduled to be heard. And 4. No individuals are registered to speak in opposition to the item. For those items which are quasi-judicial in nature, all participants must be sworn in. For more information on summary agenda items, call 252-8586.